What's up, y'all? So I heard this dumb asshole say some stupid shit about it was an ad. So it means someone paid money to have us all hear this. And not us all, but obviously now you all get to hear it because I heard it. So I have to replay a message which was sometimes I feel like our lives are played out in this certain well, okay, your life is your life because your parents decided to get drunk in a Ruby Tuesday's bathroom and fuck. That's you're the result of that. But there's more. There's a lot more. I mean, I can't tell you who my parents are because I don't know. I never met them. Imagine that. I mean, I met people that raised that. I mean, I won't call them. I mean, they try to bury me more and more. They try to tell me my name was something it wasn't. They made me Slavic. So you know what a Slavic is? It's the slaves. The real slaves are the Slavics. It ain't the more melanated versions. Melanated version. They were told by the Jew that they were the. Well, you got agents, undercover agents, and how to put this in the right way. I'm not trying to get all like philosophical and deep on this shit. I just want to give you a little bit of a piece of an idea, which was that I had to listen to this ad for 5 seconds. 5 seconds of my time is 5 seconds too many. It's not that. It's not that I'm. It's. I get it. I'm immortal. I'm good. I can just sit here all day. I don't need to make videos. I don't. This shit is all fucking. This is all separate. Like I don't fucking know. Like what is this? How do I push the button and turn this off? It's irrelevant. But when you have to talk to people that can't breathe properly, because I would appreciate if Satan and Jesus could fuck each other's wives and produce the offsprings, and those offsprings then could become lovers. Then we go in the Jane, the Jimmies and the Janes and these stories that have to do with the letters and the verbiage. But if you don't get it, you don't get it. So you should just then. So no one's listening at this point, which is perfect. But if you're listening closely and you understand how concepts or steps, yeah, I mean, I guess steps is in there somewhere. Concepts of realization and rationalization of how the mind functions. Like, how does this, like, why does my mind work like this and why does yours work like that? I think this is a very important question. What's going through my head that's not going through yours? Why is an 80-year-old man or an 80-year-old woman or a 50-year-old gentleman, because it's just starting to get the gray? Well, depends on where you eat and what you're doing. Or like a 4-year-old. Like, there's these things that occur within the construct of how people perceive reality and have knowledge or gnosis or wisdom or whatever it is. What do I know about breathing that people know about drinking? Water or liquor or soda pop, or I call it soda pop. Soda pop. While I'm playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Soda Popinski. Yeah. Let me get back to the beginning here. I'm gonna try to. It's very weird to me to be able to communicate in such like, and then I do this and I do these funny words, but like, what's he going to say next? It's not about like interrupting your thought processes. It's about enlivening your senses. I'm not trying to interrupt what you're doing. I'm trying to enliven the aspects of you that you don't think exist, because you over. Right, probably. Are you the light behind me? Are you me? Are you on the other side of the screen? The light that you are, the things that you are. How do I provide you with information that allows you, rather than imagine a doctor. A doctor takes a stethoscope but a scientist. Here's the trick in the mind. I'm gonna show you a trick in the mind. A doctor takes a stethoscope, which is takes a heartbeat. And a scientist takes a microscope. So one listens and one sees, right? If you are a scientist, it's called a scientist because you're looking at an illusion. They look inside of a microscope, so they collapse down all of things. And then you could find someone that is studying the stars, which is actually flipping the microscope into a telescope to see the same thing that the microscope is doing. So they're using the same version. But then the doctor is using a... just as a little... Who's using a kaleidoscope? So we got these one set of people that use microscopes. And then I could do it up this way. I got the right eye of Horus. You know, most people out here with the left eye of Horus, fuck your left eye. Like, I got a right eye too. I got the right eye, I got the left eye, and I got this one right here. I got the fucking middle one too. So if you can take your perception of reality through just this surface, saying I'm a scientist, or you're a doctor, so you doctor things. You just put the plugs in your ears. You put a plug in your ear to listen to them, and then somebody's like, the heart makes the body work. Well, let's be very honest here. The heart doesn't make the body work. The lungs do. Now I've pressurized my whole body system. I could Wim Hof told you this. If you put more, I'm not going to call it ether. I'm not going to call it oxygen. I'm going to just say the pressurization of what's inside of this physical system it belongs to the lungs, which then pressurizes the things that, because you're told that the blood that goes through your system goes through the lungs. It goes from blue to red. Okay, look closer now. The heart is not strong enough to push blood all the way to your toes and all the way to your fingers. The heart beating is a result of your breathing. And your breathing is a result of something much higher. We're not going to go there right now. So, the concept I'm trying to provide you with, even though I'm not going to get right back to the beginning. Normally I try to pull the whole thing right back to what I was talking about. But I had a goal at the end, which was to provide you with information to make you realize that now, I see the problem here. You're not going to believe that I could hold my breath for 3 or 4 minutes. Because you can't. Because 30 seconds, you're done. But watch. I mean, I can't. I don't want scientists and iridologists. And even though all of these people have their places, but they're never brought together. If you brought an iridologist with a scientist with their little microscope and a doctor that you take them all, and then you got to have a smellologist. Is that even a word? Take all of these things and put them together, and then see if you can figure out what the human is. And then figure out if the human came from the source that... Each one of those people will have a different definition of where this shit came from. Well, you have a cold. You're sneezing because it was cold outside. No, you're sneezing because you ate shitty food. Your diet was fucked up. Your deity was fucked up. Your deity was fucked up because your deity wasn't yourself. Your deity, this is what you do every time you walk into a grocery store. You go, what's my diet? I'll take that thing. I'll take that thing. Yeah, deity and diets, and it's like going into like a doctor's office. Because they're just going to hand you white pills everywhere, right? So, how do you find the things that will make you what you actually are? And how do you define those things? It's not how the doctor looks. It's not how the stuff. What are they? What's the thing with the ear? They put the things. They listen to your heart. It's so weird. It's so weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird that people try to? They're like, look at me, like this motherfucker got long hair. This motherfucker wearing a headband. This is, well, but I'll change. I'll put a suit on. Who cares? What do you look like? Who are you? I'm pretty sure if you're listening to me at this point, you're exactly the same as me. Because we are all those same thing. We are just the one. Right? But don't get it twisted, because our capacity to recognize each other's thing that we are, which is the, like, we're cut of the same cloth. Just because they cut us up and put us up into different quadrants doesn't mean we're not the same people. I think the Mayans gave it a word, and the Mercurians gave it a word, and the people live on the big island. You could big up yourself, or the real ones that live in the inner cities, that were actually the real natives. They told you who we were. Like you got the Redskins, you got the Brownskins, you got like different articulations of colors, but there's some that came that tried to steal. Yeah, because they came with steel. And then I'm gonna give you a lesson next time about copper, about steel, about let's do this one. Let's do the blue bloods, the red bloods, which is the ages, which comes from the orange or the red bloods, which is certain things that you eat will cause your blood to be red. Iron age, and then we got to the copper, which made it blue. So we have so it's about densities, and then if you were sailing on the sea, are you starting to see where I'm going with this? Everything on a ship was made out of not steel, not copper, but was copper combined with another element to create what? And you take this element, you call it brass, brass tacks, brass balls. You put brash, well, it's brash. Brass is brash, which you put on a ship, which will get you through anything because it's stronger. And the weight of the material is stronger. So you're from the Iron Age to the brass, or the iron to the copper to the brass, and then silver, because then there's a silver lining. And there's the gold at the pot of the... Okay, I'll give you too much here, but hopefully you enjoyed this conversation. And I'll break this all down a lot further for you, because there's a few little... you got to go from here to there to get to where you want to go. It just so happens I have that information for you. So I'll get you there. It's going to take me like... Give me a week, because I'm just going to go sit on the beach, and I'll collect the sun, and I'll use the trees that were made of the... Well, I don't know if there's a last age or the next age. I haven't figured this one out yet. But the sawdust that is the island, which is the dust of the... Well, you call it sand dusky, or sand dust. So the dust that is on around the major... You know what? I'm gonna save this for later, y'all. But the point is this: I got a lot of good information for y'all, because when you astral travel in one night, you can like download hundreds of hundreds of lifetimes, but hundreds of hours, and then you just get bits and pieces. And like last night, I had so many dreams of things. And all I want to do is share that with all of you, so you can move your next level of reality to where I am in my dreams. And then I get down to this dense realm, and then I make you remember your dreams, and then we all bring the fucking levels up. Because I sleep more than I'm awake. Because I sleep when I'm awake, and I'm awake when I'm sleeping. You see? Does it make sense yet? And now I'm about to get a sun charge, so hope you guys are well. Do cool shit. Fuck around with everyone that's near you. Inspire people. Make people perspire. Poop as often as you can because obviously your butthole is made for shitting, I guess. I don't... What the fuck am I talking about anymore? And if you can't do that, eat shit and die. And fuck off. See y'all soon. Bang bang. Stay curious.